Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So I want to shout out Huff for y'all listening, being a part of the BWWP
Yeah.
audience. So
Go
and
ahead,
Tanisha,
Huff. Come on through.
yes. I
Mhm.
mean, and some I'm the type of person, I don't know anything about Huff, but when it comes to San Antonio, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, I like to go where my audience is. And pandemic has kept us inside, but the sister nieces, we can come to y'all.
Welcome to Black Women's World Podcast, the BWWP, where we get VIP access into the lives of Black women, or as we like to call us here, our SistaNistas. We get to hear from some of our favorite SistaNistas as they share their worlds with us and create connections, exchange realities, ideas, and baby, we get to recognize and celebrate how powerful we really are. Our sisterhood here is real, filled with peace, wisdom, hope, love, light, and laughter. You know, the kind you can feel, the kind of encouragement that confirms we can do anything because we have, and the kind of inspiration that proves we can be even greater. This is our world, where if you ain't a Black woman, you may want to be one, or definitely get to know one. It's a Black women's world, and we welcome our SistaNista lovers too. Welcome to our queendom. I'm your self-discovery companion, your professional peacemaker, and I'm your host, TracyMac. Come on in and relax and sit with me for just a little while. Peace.
Well, hello, everybody. I am Tracy Mack, your self discovery companion, the professional peacemaker, and host of Black Women's World Podcast. That is the BWWP, baby. Hello, Javon. How you doing today?
I'm good, girl.
Hey, Miss Dina Hamilton. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hope you are.
I am good because this is just a bonus episode where I just want to thank all of our listeners. I want to thank you all too for joining me, Javon and Dina, as my resident co-host and sister nieces of the BWWP. I got so much I want to say in a little bit of time, but thank you both for what we've been able to do so far. This is the 20th episode air on uh, May 13th. And that episode is with Latanya Jr. talking about the strength and strategy of vulnerability. But today, this is 8 months ago today, we started the BWWP. And season one, I kind of did it alone. Dina joined me on the show, but season two, y'all came in with me. Thank y'all. What's it been like for you, Dina, being a part of the BWP?
Well, I was a part of BWWP before I was a part of BWWP. I enjoyed the broadcast as I walked the neighborhood. In fact, that's what I look forward to doing. I would never watch it on Thursday, admittedly, because I knew that I wanted the company on Friday morning when I got out to do my walk. And that was during the pandemic. So that was my outing. And so I took the BWW P with me then, and I take it with me now. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much. I've learned a lot from each of you and all of the guests, and it's a privilege to just be sitting here with the two of you. So thank you so very much.
Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Dina. And Javon, I know you are active right now at Kapow Training Center. Can see all your stuff behind you.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
has it been, my cousin?
Um, well, I can honestly say the BWP has been very, very helpful to me because you all know, that my life is so hectic at times. Even though I work in an arena with a lot of women, I don't have relationships with a lot of women, any women at all, other than my first cousins and so forth. But this has been a blessing to me because not only am I able to meet with you all weekly, sometimes multiple times throughout the week, texting and everything, that's not my norm. So to get together with you all and just hash out things, even when we don't record, just to be able to vent to women that are able to relate to me, to my lifestyle, to my struggles. It's such a blessing. And I hope in turn that we are that same blessing to the people that we put this out to.
Wow. Thank you, Javon. And you know what? We are, because we have evidence. Ain't nothing like having somebody, somebody could tell you a blessing out, but let me tell you, the numbers are speaking. I want to take a moment to remind people of why I started the BWWP. It was just an outlet initially, but I wanted to bring light and attention to Black women. And it started with, I'd seen the video WAP of Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion one day, and a couple of days later, I saw The King, Beyonce's remake of The Lion King. And I saw that these women were being presented to the world as a Black women they are. And I thought about, what about the women in between? We're not in Hollywood. We're not celebrities. And I know some badass Black women are doing it. And the women I know, if I could just illuminate their lives and their stories and their successes to the world, because with the racial issues that we have, especially in America, even though the whole racial divide has always been, I was thinking to myself, you know what? People don't even know us. And sometimes as Black women, we don't even know ourselves, and if they could just see how wonderful and extraordinary, as I say in the intro, we are, because we are. And that whole SistaNista vibe, because a SistaNista is a woman, a Black woman in particular, already knows she is enough. And she exudes moxie and class and excellence and authenticity. She ain't perfect. And, even the brand, it's not just something we wear on the shirt. And you two both really bring that, I have two other girlfriends that I was hoping would be able to do this, but they weren't able to, but they still are SistaNistas to me, but I was like, you two. And now that we've gone, it's like, I just love you guys. And I love that the response we get. And I'm gonna tell you this, we are in 31 different countries. And this is just 8 months. We're 8 months old today. We are in 31 different countries. So I'm going to say to the people in the United States, that's our most listened to audience in the United States. And I'll break that down in just a second. Hey, y'all. Howdy. What's up? Our number 2 listened country is France. Bonjour. Number 3 is Japan. I thank God. I don't know what part of Japan. I lived in Okinawa. So hi, gozaimasu. And Germany, Hallo, Guten Tag. I think that's all the languages I know. Germany's coming in 5th place, and Brazil is 4th. Y'all know how to say hello in Brazilian?
Hey.
Hello?
It's actually oi. Oi, como você está? I had to look that one up because I didn't know. But, we are literally 31 countries. I don't think the 3 of us could touch that in just our physical lives. What do y'all think about being in 31 different countries on a regular?
Amazing. That's amazing. That is amazing. Seriously.
I think it's amazing considering I could barely string a sentence together in English that all these other countries can figure out what it is that we're talking about, much less be interested in what the SistaNistas got to say.
Yeah, because not only I think interested, because some people that don't know anything about Black women find it intriguing and maybe a way to learn more, to be able to have better conversations and not choose to remain in the ignorance of entitlement, as well as other Black women who can identify, who live and listen all over the world. So just because they're in those countries, they may be natives of those countries, but they could just be Black women who live, internationally. But I also want to shout out the cities in the United States. We got a top 10 list, but I may not be able to give all of them to you now. Our number 1, can y'all guess what it is?
What is it? Raleigh?
What state and city?
Oh, it's not. It ain't Raleigh.
Nope. Javon, you got a guess?
I have no idea if it's not Raleigh.
It is San Antonio, Texas.
Really?
Yes. San Antonio, Texas is our number 1, and this is consistent. We did switch platforms, so we get more detailed aggregated data now than we were getting with the first season. San Antonio, Texas is number 1. The next one, number 2, is a combination of Columbus, Cincinnati, and I'd never heard of this other place before, Huff, Ohio. Columbus, Cincinnati, and Huff, combined are number 2. And I had to look up Huff, y'all. Y'all ever heard of Huff?
Never have I ever.
Huff is a little city outside of Cleveland, where in 1966 they had riots. There was a signs put in the windows, "Don't serve ends here." And y'all know what the ends is, and what the letter N stands for. And somebody wasn't able to get some water, and one thing led to another, and riots broke out. And the mayor came, and the police literally went from door to door, and just shattered that whole place. And it has not been the same since. And I had to look it up because I'd never heard of it. And there's an activist, there's a documentary on YouTube about the BBC. And one of the activists named Antar Pierce, he talked about that. People were killed. And I'm thinking that city still is in shambles because of those riots that happened. And there's a SistaNista there. And I want you to get in touch with me, Antonesia Harris. She was featured on the documentary. Get in touch with us. I want to connect with you. Send us an email at peace@blackwomansworld.com. We want to know more about the work you are doing. But yeah, that one city, and there was even a bridge that they cut off that has not been operational, cut off Huff from other parts. And there's still a heavily Black populated area. The Republican Party comes to the other areas of Ohio and dump money into, but they never make it to Huff. What y'all think about that?
Oh, that sounds about right.
So I want to shout out Huff for y'all listening, being a part of the BWWP audience. So
go ahead, Huff, come on through.
Yes. I mean, and I'm the type of person, I don't know anything about Huff, but when it comes to San Antonio, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus, I like to go where my audience is. And pandemic has kept us inside, but the SistaNistas, we can come to y'all,
Yes.
And our third is the ATL. That's our third.
Hey.
Wow.
When the last time you been to Atlanta, Javon?
Oh God, I don't know.
You, Dina?
Maybe sometime in 19, 20.
19? Really?
Oh, you know what? I'm wrong. I was in Atlanta in December 20.
Okay, because I was like, I thought you had okay. Yeah, so we can come. I like to. I'm looking forward to taking the show live and remote. So, of course, we're going to go where we're listened to the most.
Right.
But so Atlanta's number 3. Can y'all guess what number 4 is?
Is Raleigh up there yet?
I mean, really?
North Carolina is number 4. It should be number 1. Come on, this is where we at.
Right.
Well, you know what they did to Jesus. You know what they did to Jesus.
A prophet is without honor in his homeland. That's what they did to Jesus. So listen, Raleigh, and this is a combination: Raleigh, Durham, Wake Forest, Morrisville, and Kinston. So we thank y'all for listening, but that's a combination of North Carolina, our 4th most listened to market. So y'all know us, but we thank y'all for loving us, but love on us some more. North Carolina, go on and love on your homegirls. In Virginia, y'all need to come on up because y'all got, Javon, say something to your people in Virginia.
I mean, I don't even talk to them and I live here. I love them, but y'all know my life. I hit and miss, I wave and go, but Virginia, y'all come on through.
Come on through, P-Town, that's where I was born. Yes, and the fifth is a tie between Chicago. Also, and the tie with that was California, the cities being San Francisco and Pasadena.
Well, how about it? We were just talking about getting Garrett's. Garrett's this morning, honey. I can come stand in line for some Garrett's.
Yes. So, I mean, I had to remember the why this morning because this world of podcasting, it's great. I love it. But my why was to illuminate women like you two, women like Antonesia Harris. Baby, I want to talk to you. Women who live in San Antonio, Columbus, Cincinnati, Huff, Atlanta, have show will travel. So I'm looking forward to going those places who love us and showing you that we love you too. So Javon and Dina, I thank y'all. And anything else you want to, I want to say this. We get testimonials, but a lot of times we get them in private. So we want y'all to shout out, give us, let us know that you're listening in public. Y'all ain't shame. We doing too good for y'all to be ashamed of what we doing, right?
Yeah, don't be shame of us. We good people. We good people. Don't be
You know how it is. People don't want to just throw out there that they are a SistaNista, even if they're a SistaNista lover. So they don't want to put it all out there. So we do get text messages, inboxes, and things like that. And I mean, every week I have a male friend. He said, Oprah and her two gals ain't nothing but the truth. So, but I'm like, put it out there, say it. He was like, oh no, y'all can get me messed up. I'm gonna end up on the streets if I say that.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Javon, because we still have a 18% male listenership.
Right.
And that's not even people that have seen us, because let me remind our audience, we do have a TracyMac BWWP YouTube channel. So just about every episode in our second season, you can hear us, but you can also see us. So go over there and see us. And we also have a Facebook group, a private Facebook group where there's daily motivation, early access to what we're doing, in all forms of encouragement and all things SistaNista to make your queendom even sweeter. So I just wanted to come on and say thank you from all over the world. I can say gracias in Spanish. My Japanese has left me to some degree, but I hope you have gotten our hi, hello, bonjour, hi, konnichiwa, and that you've gotten our alo and our oi from Brazil and Japan. And, I thank you for welcoming us into your ear space and into your any words before we have to jump off. Words of thanks.
Tracy, thank you for your vision. Thank you for inviting us into your vision. This has been a blessing, honestly.
You're welcome.
It's always good to connect with like-minded, and people use that all like-minded individuals, but it is so true, because once you find your village, you just get excited, and you can be yourself, and you don't have to you don't have to hide anything from you, because hey, this is a no judgment zone. And for that I appreciate. Thank you, ladies, because I know I've done some things that have been very questionable.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. But that's what we're all about. Again, on the show that will air on May 13th with Latanya Jr., we even talked about that a little bit, about how Black women have survived because of our sense of community. We get along and we help each other without feeling threatened. Wherever you're short, I'm full. Wherever you're weak, I'm strong. Wherever you're strong, wherever I'm weak, you're strong. And when we can allow ourselves to be vulnerable enough and have a sense of community, and if this podcast, the BWWP, is just a way for us to be expressive and for us to let you see our lives. And I thank God for the transparency my two resident co-hosts have, and every guest that has been on the show. I'm grateful for you, and we're looking forward to continuing. As long as I keep that why in front, no other challenge or obstacle will deter it, unless God says otherwise to stop. But I feel it in my shanana to keep it moving. I could have,
That's right.
But remember, a SistaNista is a Black woman. Knows she is enough and always has been. She exudes excellence, authenticity, moxie, and class. And I hope we represent you that way, and that you feel that way, that you represent those towards us. And if you do, go on and get the t-shirt. Go and get the t-shirt. I done prayed over them. I didn't put no oil on them because don't nobody want no greasy t-shirt. But I didn't pray over them.
Really, Tracy?
But it's not for everybody. And it's not for everybody. So I'm thankful that the SistaNista Queendom is a place where the spirit of SistaNista vibes and thrives. So I'm TracyMac. Thank God for Dina Hamilton and Javon Cookie Jones. Much love and peace. Onward.
All right.
You've been listening to Black Women's World Podcast, the BWWP, brought to you in part by TracyMac Solutions for Life Institute, coaching and training services. No doubt you have enjoyed being in our world, and it doesn't have to stop here. Head on over to blackwomensworld.com. This is my personal invitation to you to stay connected with me on social media and more. I'd love to see you there, and I'm so grateful you came to be with me here. Invite someone else to join you in our queendom next time so they can feel the vibe of our tribe of SistaNistas and SistaNista lovers too. Remember to be kind, be authentic, be generous, be excellent, be grateful, and while you're at it, go ahead and be extraordinary, because that's just what SistaNistas do, on purpose, through mission, with passion and compassion. It's a Black woman's world, baby, and you, my SistaNista, are proof. I'm your self-discovery companion, your professional peacemaker, and your host, TracyMac. Wherever you are in the world, may you love and be loved by somebody. Peace.